Hello everybody, welcome back to Thomas's Dasher Stories YouTube channel. Basically, the point of this channel is for me to give you my stories of what it's like to be a DoorDash driver. So, get right into today's video. My ratings are the lowest they have ever been. At least one of them's the lowest it's ever been. My acceptance rating is the lowest it's ever been, and actually I do believe my completion rate's at the lowest it's ever been also. Also, I got an email today from DoorDash stating that basically they were saying we know about the outages this past week, and any effects to your ratings that you received during the outage, during the system issue, will be erased. I'm yet to see that in my ratings. Also, too, I'd kind of have to do a little math and figure out what the outage actually did to my ratings. As far as my acceptance rate, I dropped my acceptance rate probably about 10%, I want to say. Today I'm at 87% acceptance rate. I was at 88, but I stayed home today, and I'm living in the gray area. In a gray, that's not a pun for the Bay Area. No, I'm not. I'm living in an area that's pretty much always gray. So I had one order that came in today, and it was for a place I didn't really want to go because the last time I was there, I just had not a great experience. It was Jack in the Box. So I declined that order, so that brought me down to a 87. But I was at 88 today, and that was, I'd say, the lowest I got due to I almost said keep wanting to say shutdown. I guess it was a DoorDash shutdown, but during the outage, the day of it kind of was a 2-day thing for me. It was really bad that Tuesday, and then I also was still having some issues on Wednesday, but really Tuesday was the day that did the most damage to my acceptance rating. And I was about at 94 at that time. About 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I believe, is when it just kind of, the S hit the fan for me with the app, so to speak. And thankfully, I'm a multi-apper now, and I was able to use Roadie until I was able to get DoorDash orders again. But yeah, within like a 10-minute span on this last Tuesday when the system shut down, within a 10-minute span, my acceptance rate dropped about 10%. So that brings me to my completion rating. My completion rating's the lowest it's been. Partially, part of that's the shutdown. Part of that is also I just had to, unassign a few orders for various reasons. So I'm at the threshold of where I like to be. Obviously, you need a 95% minimum to be a top dasher. 80% gets you deactivated. So I'm in the threshold. I'm at 96 right now. So I'm in the point where I got to be a little more choosy with orders that I unassign. And I try to keep it a little bit higher so I try to keep it as high as possible so you can just, if you go into a place and you can tell right off the bat that I don't want to deal with this, then you can unassign. And there's going to be times where you have a situation like that, sometimes multiple times a day, where you just walk into places, whether it's whether it's your mood and you just personally don't want to deal with it or whatever, whatever's going on, you just walk in and you're like, nope, unassign. Also, too, it could be an issue with the customer, the way the customers are. Maybe you didn't look up, maybe you didn't really look at the address when you took the order. Obviously, you can't see the address before you accept. Maybe you didn't zoom in on the area, and then you get you get the address, and you realize, no, I'm not delivering out here. I've had that happen. I have a place where I don't deliver to, because that's why I keep my acceptance rate as high, or my completion rate as high as I possibly can. Because if I'm driving and I see an order come up and I don't get a chance to really, I see it's, I hit accept without looking and zooming in on the area and zooming in on the street, and then I pull up to the restaurant, pull up the information, and see that it's going to this certain area, and I do not deliver to this. There's a certain road in a certain town that I do not deliver to, at all. At all. It's nothing about it's a bad neighborhood or anything like that. It's literally a road on the side of a mountain, no parking, and the road's barely big enough for two cars to get by on. And, there's no parking on the sides. You can go off the sides on some parts of it. Some parts it's just the hill. It's a hill too. It's like I said, it's on a mountain. So, no, I don't deliver. I don't deliver on that road. So, I had a few issues. One of the issues I had, trying to think where I had I had two unassigns, I believe. Yes, two unassigns the other day. I'm trying to think where one of them was. I know where one of them was, but I'm trying to think where the first one was. I can't remember now, to be perfectly honest with you. No. But I had one order that I unassigned earlier in the day. I forget what was the problem with it. I really can't remember. I forget what the issue was, but I ended up unassigning one order yesterday. I believe that brought me down to 97. And then I was up at another market, the market that I pass through on my way home, or that I pass through when I'm starting my drive in the morning. The Taco Bell's been having construction done on it for quite a while now, and I knew not to take the order, but it came in. I was right down the street from the Taco Bell. I accepted it, and I'm like, let's see. If the line is crazy, then no. If the line's not so crazy, yeah. And I'm like, this is like 5, 6 o'clock on a Thursday night. It's really up in the air on how it could be. And I drive past it, and the line's wrapped around the building. So unassigned. I'm sorry, I can't sit in a drive-thru for an hour for a $5 order. And now that I was going through that, I remembered what was my other unassigned during the day. Also an issue at the drive-thru. And this actually caused me to blacklist this restaurant now, which is, unfortunate. It's not every experience I've had with this restaurant has been bad. I've actually had good experiences with them. It's KFC. Most of you know, most KFCs, all the lobbies are closed, but they have the stalls. And this KFC, it's been hit or miss. There's been times where it's been okay, and there's been times where this has happened. And then the fact that this has happened multiple times in a row, the last several times I've gone there, it's nothing personal to this KFC, but I'm not wasting my time on you. So basically what this KFC does is they don't answer the phone when you call the number. You pull up to the stall, like it says, you call the number, and it'll ring, until they pick it up and hang up. So they don't answer the phone for the sign that says right there, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Postmates, that has all of the signs there for it, even though, most of those companies have merged now, but whatever, regardless. Um, this has happened the last 3 times I've been there to where they don't answer the phone. So then you have to you pull into the stall, you call, you wait on the phone for a minute or two. Um, they don't answer. Then you have to either you're going to do one or three things. You're either going to keep calling and they're going to not keep answering the phone, and you're going to just keep getting more and more and more frustrated. I've done this. You're also either going to realize, all right, I'm not going to play around on the phone because I'm not going to get frustrated by them not answering. I've done this. I realize I'm not going to play on the phone, so I put it in reverse. Try to get out of that stall because it's kind of a messed up parking lot. Get out of the stall and then try to get into the drive-thru. Hopefully it's not too terrible of a wait. And then even when you pull up to the drive-thru and you say, hi, I'm here to pick up a DoorDash order, they're kind of like a little off-put that you're at the drive-thru because you're supposed to be at the stall, but y'all ain't answering the phone. Y'all don't answer the phone, so I can't use the stall. So I've done that before to where I've waited in the drive-thru. Or the third thing you're going to do is you're going to unassign, because this has happened to you 3 times in a row now, and I'm not wasting time playing their games when they're not, when I'm doing what's asked of me, even by the restaurant, by their signage, and just getting jerked around and play. I'm not playing the games. I'm not playing those games. It's no skin off my back to blacklist that restaurant. I have no issue with them, with the workers, nothing like that. It's nothing personal. It's just business. I got to make money, and I'm not going to make money by wasting time on the phone and then by wasting time in your drive-thru, because it's always busy, because your lobby's closed and you don't answer the phone for the stalls. So that was that other unassigned. So that was my 2 unassigned. I had an issue during the shutdown where I called and I even messaged the support agent, just cancel me from this order. I am not completing it. I am up to here with this today. So I was at 98. So the KFC earlier in the day brought me to 97. The Taco Bell brought me to 96. We'll see tomorrow if I can do enough deliveries. It's going to be Sunday. It's going to be Saturday, Memorial Day weekend. So we'll see if I can complete enough deliveries tomorrow to maybe make an improvement in my acceptance and or completion rating. I'll have to be a little bit pickier on orders that, I might want to unassign or might have to unassign. I'll just have to kind of really pack my patience tomorrow, because obviously I don't have to trip too much because I'm at 96. You get deactivated at 80. Obviously, to be a top dasher, you need to be at 95, but it is the first of the month. It's September 3rd, so obviously if I wanted to maintain top dasher status, I could very easily, or top dasher numbers for the completion rate, I could very easily let that number slip to a 94, a 93, and then I just make sure, it's the beginning of the month. I can make sure by the end of the month I really hustle and make sure I bring that back up to a 95, 96. Hopefully I won't run into any situations in the next couple of days that force me to have to drop down to a 94 or 93 or something like that. We'll see. Anyways, if you're going to be out there on this holiday weekend on the road dashing like I will be, stay safe. Watch out for drivers that might be under the influence of something. If you are going to be under the influence of something this weekend, definitely don't be dashing. And, either stay in your home or have, someone who's not under the influence be your driver. Also, there's many services that do that. Uber, Lyft. Where I live, there's something Actually, not just where I live, but the county next to me, they got something that's called Dial-A-Ride. I'd probably rather use an Uber or Lyft if I had to, because the Dial-A-Ride's a bus. But anyways, regardless of what you do out there on this Labor Day weekend, I might have called it Memorial Day in this video because, you know, I'm stoned. But anyways, whatever you're doing this Memorial Day weekend, stay safe, have fun, make your money if that's what you're doing, and I will see everybody in the next video. Fumble!